My father was born in 1888. I was born in 1957, so my father was in his 60s when I was born. And didn't marry till his late 40s. But even after we got indoor plumbing when I was a child, I remember getting indoor plumbing, my father still liked to go to Beaver Dam Creek on Saturday and take a bath. He said he never felt clean taking a bath in a house. He said he really only felt clean if he could go to the creek on Saturday and take his clothes off and get in and wash, take a bar of soap and take a bath. It's just remarkable that the difference in our attitudes. I mean, for him, that was clean. He and my uncle got in a real argument one time. One of my uncles lived here in town, Judge Pryor's daddy, Bill Pryor, and he told my father, he said, "I don't know why you're putting in indoor plumbing. He said, people in the city have to have indoor plumbing. People in the country don't need it." He said, "Y'all just trying to show out." Made my daddy furious. We had two stoves in the kitchen. We had a wood stove in one corner and the electric stove on the other side. Because when my mother and father married, my mother cooked on electric stove, wanted an electric stove, and my father had never cooked on one. So they kept the wood stove. So every morning my father would get up at 6 o'clock. He'd make a fire in the stove, and he'd make a pot of coffee, and he'd drink a pot of coffee. Then he'd get out all the stuff and cook breakfast. And the whole process lasted till about 8 o'clock. So breakfast was a 2-hour ordeal in the morning, but this is what he did all his life. And I remember one of his favorite foods was brains and eggs. He'd take pork brains and eggs and scramble them. And I just thought I couldn't eat that. And he just thought that was wonderful. But that's the way they grew up, and that's what they knew, and that's what he liked. It was very different. My mother never could cook on a wood stove, and my father never could cook on an electric stove. It's remarkable to me, and I've thought about this a number of times. My grandmother was killed in a car wreck in 1938. She gave birth to 12 children, raised 10 of them to adulthood in a house that never had electricity or running water. Can you imagine having that many? Can you imagine raising 3 kids today with electricity, and it's awful. But the concept of raising a family that large with absolutely no services. I brought a document with me today that you would find interesting. It's a contract when my uncle was the city clerk for the city of Appalachia. It's a contract with Walton MC to put electric service in Appalachia in 1938. So my grandmother died before she ever saw electricity.